A couple things at you with this particular drill. Okay, we're going to do it in the same 2 stations that we did the last one in. So we're going to have half the line on one side, half on the other. Okay, let's try to make sure we've got even numbers this time so it works out. I'm going to show you movement in a minute, but we're going to move from those cones back there behind us. Okay, you're going to basically sprint or move at whatever pace you feel comfortable from point A to point B. Okay, I'll cover that part of it in a minute. Once you get up here, you're going to be confronted with, again, an array of threats. And in this case, part of each target is going to be occluded. Okay, so the blue target is a no shoot. So all our rounds need to impact on the pink target, and we still need to do it in such a way that it's going to be a combat effective hit, where we're still going to get either immediate incapacitation due to that CNS shot, or we're going to start that exsanguination process in that necktie region. Okay, so don't get shy and put rounds over here, because then this guy's just going to shoot your hostage. Okay, this guy is perfectly clear back here. This one, we've got to be up here in the tee box. So see this pink line right here? We need to be somewhere inside that pink line. Remember how I talked about yesterday, if we got pistol rounds in particular, if we hit on the outer edge of the skull, that bullet's going to go, it's going to penetrate under the skin, and it's going to travel the skull around or follow the line of the skull. It's not going to penetrate into the cranium. So we want to be sure we get those bullets up here in this T-zone to hit that cranial vault. Same thing over here. Here we can either go for that center mass hit, or maybe we come up here and go for a headshot. Okay. So the trick is on this one, I'm not going to tell you what order of priority to engage these targets in. I want you to start thinking and strategizing about what you think you can hit at what speed and what order you want to address these targets in. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay. We're going to engage each one with 2 rounds. So each pink target that's facing you, 2 rounds. So again, that's this one, this one, this one, and that one. These ones on the outside are not targets. All right, so a couple things that we want to think about when we're moving with the gun, okay? This morning we were moving and shooting at the same time. And again, we were trying to lay down effective fire where we could close distance with a threat, okay? In this case, I probably can't effectively engage any of these targets except for the one maybe in the far back, okay? But we're not going to shoot from back here at all. We're only going to shoot once we get to that cone up there, okay? So what we need to do in order to be able to effectively engage our threat is we need to close this distance as quickly as possible. Okay, so what we don't want to do is kind of like we see on TV where they're in the cool guy run and gun phase where they're running like this, okay? Because if I trip and fall, either my muzzle's going to go down in the dirt or it's going to end up pointed back at my own body or back here at you guys, right? So what I want to do is I want to take the back of my tricep, I want to index it into my rib cage here, okay? And I want to have the gun up here where the crown of that muzzle is past the crown of my head, all right? I don't want it down here like this for obvious reasons, okay? It's got to be up high. So if it comes over like this, the muzzle is going to be extended past my head, all right? You'll actually see some guys that'll take the back of the slide and they'll actually touch their ear pro with it. That's totally fine with me, okay? But what we want to do, if we trip and we go this way, extend that arm out, brace yourself with this hand and make sure that gun's going down range. When we're traveling from point A to point B, and I'm going to use my blue gun, I'm going to come back toward you guys so you can see it. I don't care about being real tactical. I'm just going to haul ass, okay? So I'm going to get that index and I'm going to get from point A to point B. But when I get close to where I want to shoot, I want to start bleeding off speed. So I'm going to use like a little stutter step, kind of like you see in football or something like that, where you're coming into that position and you want to get that speed mitigated so you can stabilize your shot. All right, so from back here, this is kind of what it's going to look like. I'm going to be in the holster, all right, on the command of threat. I'm going to come out of the holster, I'm going to find that index, and I'm going to get to my point, okay? Bleed that speed off, and now I can set up for my shot, okay? Going the other direction, okay, on threat, we're going to draw the gun, get the index, we're going to go, bleed the speed off, into the shot, okay? All right, let me demo it for you. All right, get all my eggs in one basket now. Okay. All right, so we got 2 in the T-zone here. I was a little bit outside of where I wanted to be over here. 2 center mass, 2 in the head. 1, we're a little bit on the outside. Okay, so again, we just got to practice that throttle control and feel out where we're comfortable shooting from. Again, no shooting happens until we get right here. Everybody direct? All right, give me 2 equal lines behind these cones. Load and make ready if you need to. Stand by. At the cone. Set. All right, we got 1 out there and we got a hostage shot right here. Oh, nice. So go ahead and scan the holster. All right, reholster, fall back, stand by, set. I think you might have nailed a hostage on that one. Go ahead, reholster. All right, reholster, fall back when you're ready. That's good though. I mean, you want to challenge the speed a little bit because your hits have been really solid. So you want to find the point where the wheels kind of come off the cart and then dial it back a little bit. Next shooter. Are you're back up? All right, we'll cut it off here. So he's the odd man out. All right. All right. You're 1 out over top here and 1 out over top there. All right, reholster, fall back when you're ready. Stand by. Set. Very nice on the shots. Perfect. Good pace. All right, holster and next shooter. All right, load and make ready if we need to. Oh, it's a little father-son competition. If you're not done before he is, just saying. Stand by. Set. Good hits. A little bit high on this one. So when you're moving, project that muzzle up just a little bit higher.
Yes, sir.
He was pretty quick. He only had 1 out.
I killed a hostage.
Yeah, okay. So that happens sometimes. All right, next shooter. Load and make ready if you need to. Stand by. Right. All right, guys, take about 5 minutes, top magazines off. We're going to readjust the targets, and I'll call you back up when we're ready.